What's going on, guys? I am Switters. Welcome back to the channel, and we've got some big news coming today from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We've got the Season 1 roadmap, a lot of info about Warzone 2.0, the new DMZ mode, and what's coming as far as new maps, new weapons, new operators, all that stuff for Season 1. So there will be a link to this article down below. We're going to get through it. It's fairly long, so let's just get right into it, okay? We're going to skip over the kind of nonsense and just get right into the actual news of the matter here. Ready up and prepare to drop in starting November 16th. Season 1 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 will deliver action on all fronts, the next iteration of the massive free-to-play Battle Royale experience, featuring the much-anticipated DMZ mode, reimagined maps and multiplayer. I'll tell you right now, it's Shoothouse from Modern Warfare 2019 and Shipment. We're all familiar with Shipment. I'm sure there'll be a 24-hour playlist so everybody can level up their guns, and Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer will just turn into the training ground, the leveling up ground, for your weapons for Warzone, like it has been in previous years, I'm sure. And an additional Spec Ops mission prior to the first raid episode. There will be plenty of content across both games through all new Battle Pass, football-themed event, and more. We've got some soccer players here. For anybody not in the United States, that's football. Lionel Messi, Paul Pogba, and Neymar. Okay, I'm sure that means a lot to some people and nothing to people like me. Season 1 for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0 goes live November 16th at 10 a.m. You can pre-download. I'll make a video about this when it comes out next week. You'll be able to pre-download Warzone 2.0 on the 14th. So again, I will be making a video about that. Be subscribed, turn on your notifications maybe for now. I know too many notifications get annoying, but for now, just so you're ready to go when Warzone comes out, okay? And even before it, you can pre-download it. So again, just be ready. Warzone 2.0 overview. Al Mazrah, home of Warzone 2.0. Use 18 major points of interest to plot out your victory in Battle Royale, or explore them en route to extraction in the brand new DMZ experience. Ready for the new era. Masses of gameplay innovations and new features make Warzone 2.0 an incredible experience built on community learnings since Call of Duty Next. There will be a third-person play mode for Warzone 2.0 as well. Welcome to Al Mazrah, the new big map. So basically, it is all of these places here that you can see. If you've been playing the multiplayer between the regular multiplayer and either Invasion or Ground War, you know, you're familiar with all of these places. So it's all of those maps basically put into one giant map to make up Warzone 2.0. So changes since Call of Duty Next came out. If you guys remember that live event that Call of Duty hosted. Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 is ready to make its impact as a rebuilt, free-to-play, free-for-everyone take on the Battle Royale game that has redefined the Call of Duty franchise. Before the Season 1 launch, an entire blog will be dedicated to diving deeper into new features and mechanics that have been updated since what was shown at Call of Duty Next. For now, here's a taste. Loadouts are not leaving. Loadouts are back. They took them out before. That's what we saw at Call of Duty Next. They will be back, okay? There's 3 different ways you can get your primary weapon. See, I'll go through this all completely here and read what it says, but it seems like it's not full loadouts. It seems like it's just your primary weapon, but let's go through this. Custom loadouts are back for Warzone 2.0. Similar to the original Call of Duty Warzone, loadouts play a large role in what makes this game unique, and in this new era, players will have quicker access to their loadout's primary benefit, the primary weapon. There are 3 ways to earn a loadout, or at least a primary weapon. So I guess you can get your full loadout, but certainly you can get your primary weapon that you set up in advance before the game like you normally would for a regular multiplayer match. And you can at least get your primary weapon. The first way to get one is shops. Players can use in-match cash at the shops. It's the new name for the buy station. So those little stations you guys are all very familiar with, I'm sure, are now called shops. They're not called buy stations. To purchase their primary weapon from their created loadouts. Loadout drop public event. Loadout drops will drop into Al Mazrah in the middle of Battle Royale matches. However, these are not limited or assigned to individual squads, but instead can be accessed by any players. This is the same as it was in Warzone as well. You would get the random drop. Well, they weren't random. They were actually timed. But you guys know you would get, every once in a while, loadouts would drop in. You could run up to it, but they were for everyone. You didn't buy one. You didn't call it in, and they just dropped. You ran up to it if you could and got your loadout from there. Strongholds and black sites. Players can also earn their loadout in the early game as a reward for clearing a stronghold or a black site. Additionally, in-match cash can be used to purchase your primary weapon from created loadouts. The strongholds and black sites, they're going to go into it a little bit later in this article, but there is AI, basically. I know Fortnite has done this, where they have AI on like the Zeppelins, or the little carriers floating in the air, and if you killed the AI on there, you would get better rewards. So it's basically the same kind of a thing, it sounds like, for this. Warzone 2.0 will implement a new backpack system, fully integrated for DMZ and streamlined for Battle Royale modes. In Battle Royale, like the previous Warzone, supply boxes will throw out items to pick up. When a player interacts with any other loot container, such as a duffel bag, a medical case, they will function with a loot menu. So instead of just running over it and stuff is being on the ground, you're going to have to go through a loot menu. When a player dies, they will drop their primary weapon and their backpack. So instead of all their stuff just kind of when you kill them, just boom, it's all over the ground, and you run over it and just kind of point at stuff, aim at things, and pick up whatever. Their primary weapon will be on the ground, and then their backpack will be on the ground. And in order to get what's in their backpack, you have to open it up and go through a loot menu. So that's going to take definitely more time. I think people will probably not be very happy with that. By the way, I will be streaming the live event that's happening today. We're going to be doing a little watch party for Modern Warzone stream on it. It's going to be playing through, it's 4 hours from noon Pacific till 4. It's going to be, they're playing the new Warzone 2.0, and then they will play some of the DMZ mode, okay? The new Gulag. After Call of Duty Next, the new Gulag received some changes over the past 2 months while still being grounded within a traditional Warzone experience. The Gulag will be a 2v2 environment where randomly paired duos must coordinate to take down their opposition. All players will receive a predefined loadout. At launch, this will be a pistol, a shotgun, a lethal grenade, and a tactical, with highly effective weaponry and gear placed toward the map's center. The Gulag will also include a jailer who will appear in the middle of the match to help speed up combat. Defeating the jailer will return all 4 Gulag prisoners back into the Battle Royale, which offers a dilemma. Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy and try to fight for the elimination victory? Instead of a traditional overtime mechanic, if neither team nor the jailer is eliminated after a brief period of time, all 4 operators lose. So in the past, you would, if it was a tie, you would both go back into, the time ran out or whatever, it was a tie, you would both go back into, get redropped back into the map. So now I think this is going to be a huge thing that people are not happy with, is being a 2v2 Gulag. Why would you get paired up with somebody that you don't know, that their skill level you have no idea, against? You could have somebody, like say you're an average kind of player and you get a way below tier player. Maybe it's one of their first 5 games that they've ever played, and you're going up against this other random duo who happen to be very good players. You are going to get wiped out. And when you're going, if your teammate gets taken out immediately and now you're 1v2ing 2 pretty damn good players, it's going to be very difficult for you. I think people will not be happy with this system at all. I really don't expect it. But they've introduced this jailer mechanic, so if things aren't going, people aren't dying fast enough, they're going to release this jailer in there, and I guess everybody can just take him out, and then you'll all 4 go back to the regular map. Or again, if you don't kill him or the other team, you all lose. So I think this 2v2 thing is going to probably, my guess is probably going to be one of the first changes made, is that they end up taking it out after the game goes live, because I don't think anybody's really going to like that very much. So who knows, though? We'll see. The Gulag is just one of 3 places where players can fight AI combatants, as they will be restricted to guard-specific locations. The other 2 locations are strongholds and black sites, which are clearly designated on your in-game TAC map to allow you to opt into engagements with AI combatants. During each match, several strongholds will be activated around the map. Squads can visit these areas to fight AI combatants. The first team to complete a stronghold must disarm a bomb and will earn a key to a black site and their custom loadout. Successive teams must eliminate a specific number of defenders, AI, or players, and will earn their custom loadouts, but not a black site key. Black sites are a more dangerous form of strongholds, but they offer a permanent weapon blueprint, that's pretty good, reward, and even more valuable in-match items for those who clear it out. These are available only via black site key given to the first team that clears one of these active strongholds. So basically, you've got a certain number of strongholds being on the map. They are protected by AI. The first team that defeats that AI gets this black site key. Then they can go on to go into the black site and fight more AI, which is, I guess, is going to be more difficult. And then you can earn a permanent blueprint from there. So that's a pretty good reward. But you can also, you don't have to be the first person or the first team to take over a stronghold and still get your loadout. You can be the second, the fifth, whatever, is from what it sounds like here. But you just won't get that black site key. So there will be, I'm sure, a lot of competition to get in there quickly and get that black site key because you want to get these blueprints. But I've never been a huge fan of blueprints. I kind of just like to build my own weapons, but that's kind of neither here nor there. But it's a fairly kind of interesting new mechanic, I think, anyway. Not everything will be different from what we saw at Call of Duty Next. In addition to some other new features, expect the following in Warzone 2.0. Circle collapse. There may not be only one safe zone. In Battle Royale modes, there can be up to 3 circles, up to, doesn't mean there always will be, it seems, within the collapse, which will ultimately re-emerge for the final showdown, basically down into one final circle where you fight it out. Prepare to adjust your strategies accordingly, as this feature is randomized in each match. Proximity chat. Got something to say? Comms are now open, so any in-game chatter can be picked up by any other squad. This can open up new ways to tackle engagements or mess with enemies who are holed up inside buildings. So if you're in a squad and you're near another squad and you're communicating, if you have, I'm assuming there will be a way to turn this off. I mean, I think there already is, but if you have this battle chatter on, this proximity chat, and if you're like, let's say you're in a squad of 4 and there's another squad of 4 that are close to you, they can hear what you're saying. So if you're giving directions like, hey, you two go flank to the left, I'm going to take this window up here, and Timmy goes around to the right, they're going to hear that and know where to look out for. In reverse of that, you'll be able to hear what they're saying as well. So could be interesting. I think probably proximity chat will end up being more of a just absolute nightmare of garbage being spilled between teams, just, shouting horrible things at each other, but who knows? Assimilation in squad-based DMZ modes, as well as special Battle Royale playlists. You have the choice to join up with enemy operators and form a larger squad. Okay. Interrogation, Battle Royale and DMZ only. In squad-based modes, intel is everything. Reveal enemy locations by successfully shaking down player-controlled enemies while they are downed. If you down a player, before you full kill them, you can actually take them hostage. And I'm assuming just it's a matter of a time-based kind of like you have to hold on to them, keep them alive, not let their teammates revive them or kill you in reverse. And you will get some kind of intel, whether that's where the circle's going to be, whether that's where the rest of his squad is. I'm not exactly sure, but you're going to get some intel basically by downing and then not full killing right away, but by taking them hostage and getting some info from them. Heavy Chopper and Hummer EV. 2 new vehicles define the refreshed vehicle roster for Warzone 2.0, an aerial powerhouse known as the Heavy Chopper, which can hover in the air without a pilot, and the GMC Hummer EV pickup, a versatile means to quickly cover serious ground with the whole squad in this all-electric super truck. So it's basically an ad for GMC trucks. Here's the full roster of vehicles you can expect to find in Al Mazrah. You can look through that right there. No more unlimited fuel sources. All vehicles, yes, including the EV, use fuel over time, and when it runs out, that vehicle is no longer usable. Vehicles can be refilled either with gas cans found around the map or at gas stations. Gas stations can also repair body damage and tires, thereby restoring vehicle health. However, operators can also perform flat tire repairs anywhere in the world by interacting with individual tires. Maybe that'll be cool, or maybe it'll just be annoying. I don't know, but Yeah, it's like a mechanic simulator. Anyhow, let's keep going. Whether by boat or breaststroke, operators can navigate waterways, rivers, and the open sea as part of their overall victory strategy. Remember, only sidearms, melee weapons, and throwing knives can be used while you are submerged. Also, try using lethal and tactical equipment on or underwater for a wide variety of potentially destructive effects. The shops/buy stations 2.0. Each buy station contains a unique set of items for purchase in limited quantity, including kill streaks, armor plates, and more. You can see these offerings and can buy back fallen squad mates within a new interface. So it sounds the same as far as how it was. It's just going to be laid out a bit differently. DMZ, play your way in a completely new Warzone experience. This is what I'm excited about, really. In addition to traditional Warzone modes, Battle Royale solos, duos, trios, and quads, Warzone 2.0 will launch with a brand new experience known as DMZ. DMZ is an open-world, narrative-focused extraction mode where operator squads have free reign to complete faction-based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with enemy operators or AI combatants, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive toward exfiltration. Expect a tactical overview into this mode closer to its launch next week. So that's just a little teaser. We're going to get more basically next week leading up to the launch, or maybe by the end of this week. Third-person playlists. As announced, Warzone 2.0 will include a third-person playlist. Again, I mentioned that there's nothing really to go into there. If you played third-person mode in multiplayer, you'll get the idea. Warzone Intermission relaunch as Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. So this is what, you can call it Warzone 1, what we have right now. It will be put on pause when the new Warzone 2.0 goes live. I'm sure it's a server issue. They just want to make sure everything's okay, and they also probably want you just to play Warzone 2.0 rather than going back to Caldera. But it will now be officially retitled Call of Duty Warzone Caldera instead of just Warzone. At approximately 8 a.m. Pacific time on November 16th, Call of Duty Warzone servers will temporarily go offline as Call of Duty Vanguard Season 5 concludes. So again, temporarily, it will be disabled, and they want you to play Warzone 2.0. At approximately 10 a.m., 2 hours later, Warzone 2.0 will be released as part of Season 1. During this time, studio development resources led by Raven will be focused on ensuring the new Warzone is free to play, ecosystem is running effectively. At this time, you're encouraged to jump in and play Warzone 2.0 for free, blah, 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 blah. Once that system is fully stable, after a small development break for Thanksgiving, the developers who observed this holiday, Warzone is planned to be relaunched as Warzone Caldera as a separate experience. That will happen November 28th. Okay, so there's like a 2-week break basically for Caldera. I don't imagine too many people will be going back to Caldera. You can read about the Caldera stuff. I'm not going to go into that because I don't think people really care that much. I think they're looking forward to the new one. So there's the new map, Shoothouse. Again, that was in 2019. Just a little bit of what's going on with the new maps. It's just, as far as I can tell, it's just the 2 maps. Shoot the Ship 2, again, it's just a 24/7 playlist of those 2 maps. Again, small maps where you get a ton of kills and basically get your guns leveled up to play Warzone is really what multiplayer has turned into for Call of Duty, unfortunately. For me, at least. Warm up for ranked multiplayer with the CDL Mosh Pit. Again, this I made a video about this a while ago with ranked coming to Modern Warfare 2. The ranked play doesn't come out until next year, but there will be a mosh pit put in. So basically all the different modes, it's going to be hard points, you've got control, and search and destroy. So there will be a CDL mosh pit play. It won't count toward your overall rank or anything into the actual season when it goes live. It's just to get you ready to play those modes. Okay. There is one new Spec Ops mission coming. Call up that duo at the start of the season and prepare the trio for the ultimate test. Spec Ops is getting a new mission in the first episode of Raids during Season 1. High Ground. Successfully find and destroy enemy communication servers to locate and extract 3 hard drives with vital enemy intel. One operator will be tasked with piloting an attack chopper to clear out dangerous landmines, while the other works with AI allies as part of a ground assault team to infiltrate the buildings that contain enemy equipment. Be sure to replay this mission to get those 3 weekly stars and tackle those daily challenges for additional stars. So a new Spec Ops mission is coming. Coming mid-season. So again, there's going to be like Season 1, then Season 1 Reloaded, Season 2 Reloaded, like they did in the past as well, it seems like. Raid Episode 1, continuing the story of Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Raids will be the ultimate challenge for trios with a mix of stealth, all-out action, and puzzle-solving objectives. Expect a full tactical overview and additional raids intel at mid-season. Tier 1 and combat record. Tier 1 is what they're calling hardcore now. Don't ask me why. It's idiotic to me that they changed it, but whatever. And combat record is coming with Season 1. Just a general overview. The new Battle Pass system is coming out. They're doing something a little bit different this year, so let's go through this real quick. In the seasons of Modern Warfare 2019, the Battle Pass system offered players a collection of free items, including functional weapons and Call of Duty points, just by playing the game. It gave our community visibility into what content they were earning or buying, with the ability to upgrade and access 100+ items, including a new operator, weapon blueprints, and more. In Season 1, we're introducing a brand new iteration of the Battle Pass with a host of innovations. Players will have more choices and more agency than ever before. Instead of a linear stream of tiers set out in a scrolling row along the bottom of your screen, your Battle Pass takes the form of a multi-sector map. Players will unlock items using earned battle token tier skips across the map, which is themed within the current season. Each map has at least 20 sectors with 5 items in each sector. Tokens can be used to either unlock adjacent sectors or earn more items within an unlocked sector. Essentially, these tokens can be used to unlock specific items within the Battle Pass at your own pace. Whether it's a new free functional weapon or a cool new operator skin, you have control over what gets unlocked earlier on the road to 100% map completion. Are you looking for a particularly impressive operator skin, weapon blueprint, or one of the new weapons? Then pick up the appropriate sector and start acquiring tokens to unlock those items. Check back next week for blah, blah, blah. So let's say there's a cool new weapon at level 75 of the Battle Pass. So now it's going to be broken up into different sectors, so you'll unlock the sector rather than having to go from level 1 to 75 to get that particular weapon that you wanted. You can now unlock a particular sector that has that weapon and work towards unlocking that first, so you don't have to wait. So basically, if you're not putting in enough time, I guess that's a decent idea. We'll see how it plays out, though. There's 4 new weapons coming. You got a sniper rifle, an SMG, and there will be 2 assault rifles, the Bruin and the Bruin. So you're going to have to unlock. It's a platform, so like to unlock different things, how it's been, with other weapons, like the Lockman. Think of the Lockman, how there's the battle rifle, the assault rifle, the sub, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that's how you'll have to get to certain levels to unlock certain attachments and whatnot through that. Squad goals, 6 new operators. Zeus, Klaus, mid-season, can't even see him. Gaz, and then you've got the football, soccer guys. This year, leveling up past rank 55 will allow you to earn a persistent prestige rank across all seasons rather than having it reset at the end of each season. Beginning in Season 1, reaching rank 56 will unlock Prestige 1. This will grant an emblem, additional rewards, and a set of challenges. Complete those challenges to unlock an exclusive calling card. Season 1 includes 4 more Prestige ranks, which also unlock a new set of challenges and rewards. Prestige 2 at 100, and then 150, 200, 250 again. The rank 250 is the level cap at the end of Season 1. At the end of that season, players can continue ranking up from there, from wherever they ended up on the prestige ranks. This allows players who may not have enough time to level up to catch up in later seasons, which is kind of nice, while also not resetting the progress of anyone who reached the max rank during that season. The CDL kicks off 2023, December 15th. Well, so it's the 2023 season, but it will start actually in December of 2022. So the rest of this, if you want, I will, again, there's a link down below. You can spend your money, you can do whatever you like on this game. So that's a quick overview. Well, it's not so quick overview of what's coming with Season 1 and what's coming with Warzone 2.0 and DMZ. Again, they didn't give us too much info on DMZ. The stream, again, later at noon today on my channel, you can watch. We're going to be watching some Warzone 2.0 play and some DMZ play. It's from noon to 4. I will be streaming it. We are going to be watching Modern Warzone's stream from, he's streaming over on Twitch. He said anybody that wants to do watch parties can do it. So that's what we're going to do, because there's no official event held like COD Next was. So that's what we're going to do. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think, and I hope to see you at the stream later today. Sorry for the long video, but I wanted to cover everything, and that's it. I'll catch you guys later.